Good night to everyone. Good night to everyone. Pick up yourself and welcome. 3 to 3:30 in the morning. Can you believe that something like this happened? This is unbelievable. People, I don't know how something like this could have happened. But, hi people, I don't know what to say. But this one is, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning. Imagine 3:30 in the morning. Look at the screen. Look at the scene. Look at what you're seeing here. Well, this is generated by AI, but this depicts what happens in Cooper's Pen, Trelawny, between 3 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. Not quite 1 p.m. like some people would want to say. This was past 1 p.m. Well, not even 1 p.m. That would be 1 a.m. And like I always say that this individual is not 1 p.m. I would say 1 a.m. because it's darkness. It's definitely not daylight. It's not sunlight. With this individual, it's total darkness. So I would say instead of calling him 1 p.m., I would call him 1 a.m. because it's a dark day. August 11, 2026, it was a dark day. And where was this individual on the right of the screen? Where was he? Maybe he was just right here on the right side of the screen. Maybe he was in his bed. Who knows where was this individual? But what I know is that the babies that were left homeless, they were outside. They were outside while the politicians, the persons in charge of the place, and right now you can see right here is based on this time zone you're looking at right here on the screen, is 3:51 a.m. So at this time yesterday, those poor souls in Cooper's Pen, they were outside or already on their way to being outside, which it was even alleged that their furniture, not only the houses were demolished, but the furniture were demolished. So what I want to know is if they had a court order, because I don't know if there was a court order. I have no evidence of that. I'm not saying there wasn't a court order, but I don't know if a court order existed. By the way, just a quick question for everyone in the chat. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please go ahead and drop a comment. You know, I should have done this sound check much earlier, but I got carried away in talking about what happened in Cooper's Pen. It was indeed a dark day. I'm sure at that time of the morning it was very dark in Cooper's Pen, but it even got darker based on what happened. I would like someone to go in the comment section and let me know if they can hear me clearly. Just go in the comment section and let me know, people. Let me know if you can hear me. How me sound? Drop a comment and let me know. I would really like to see a comment from you. Just doing a quick sound check. Some of my viewers and subscribers who are here right now on the live stream, go inside the comment section and let me know if you can hear me clearly. You know, I could do the sound check over on my side, but I prefer when my viewers and subscribers do the sound check for me. So someone please go inside the comment section and let me know, because this was indeed a very dark day. Not 1 p.m. because 1 p.m. it's very bright. Sun is high in the sky. Especially in this side, when you're in Jamaica and other parts of the tropics. Definitely 1 p.m. is a very bright time. But 1 a.m., because that is what I am calling this individual, 1 a.m., a dark day. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, August 11, 2026 will go down in history as one of the darkest days in Jamaica. Please go in the comment section and let me know. Did you hear what happened in Cooper's Pen? Have you seen the videos? People, I cannot believe what happened. Babies were left outside. And I cannot believe that the government didn't do anything about it. And I'm wondering, I am just asking, do they know anything about what happened there? Did they? I don't know. But did they give I mean, did they endorse this type of activity? I wonder if they were just, relaxing and laughing and, okay, yeah, we're going to see the videos. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, they're going to put it on, social media. They're going to put it on YouTube. They're going to put it on other places. Ha, 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 ha. But they can't do nothing about it. All they can do is put it on the media. But then, did they realize that when this is placed on the media, Altia Taylor, welcome to the live stream. Just checking in. Can you hear me clearly? Just a quick check-in. Can you hear me? Altia, oh my son, this is a quick sound check. Let me know how are you doing today. Big up Altia Taylor. Anyway, people, yes, people, this was indeed a very dark day. Can you believe you're sitting inside your house at 3 a.m.? 3 a.m. and you hear knocking, you hear rumbling, you hear the sounds of heavy machinery bulldozing your house, breaking it to the ground. And when you check, it's a demolition team rendering you and your family, your children, your parents, extended family, maybe even your grandparents, homeless. And how could a government sit by and allow something like this to happen? No, people, this is unbelievable. What kind of government would allow something like this to happen? I don't know what kind of government would allow something like this to happen, but I can tell you that although I have never voted a government that would allow something like this to happen, that's a government that I would never be voting for. People, please like the live and drop a comment. And I don't know where you're watching me from, but especially for persons who are watching from overseas, so whether you're watching from the US, UK, Canada, wherever you're watching me from, even if you're watching from wider Europe, Germany, Belgium, Poland, the Netherlands, wherever you're watching me from, big up yourself. And let me ask you, could something like this happen in your country? Have you ever heard of houses being demolished at this hour? And have you ever heard of houses being demolished like this? No. When you hear about things like this happening, and this happened from 3 a.m., between 3 and 3 a.m. today, Jamaica time. And you're telling me that right now in Jamaica time, let me see, what time is it right now in Jamaica? People, if you're watching from Jamaica, tell me what time is it in Jamaica. For my calculation, it looks like it's 8:57 a.m. right now in Jamaica. So while you're watching this live stream from Jamaica, I mean, just imagine if 3 a.m. tomorrow, so after you go to sleep, you hear rumbling outside your house, sounding like it's coming from maybe some type of natural disaster. And when you check, you realize that it's not really a natural disaster. It's a demolition team. Were they sent by the government? Were they sent by the owners of the property? I don't know who sent them, but what I know is that I saw babies outside, homeless babies, persons' furniture being demolished. And up to this point, it has been over 12 hours, definitely more than 12 hours, close to 15 hours. Well, yeah, even more than 15 hours. And the Prime Minister of the country has not said anything. What kind of government is that? What kind of Prime Minister is this? This day is definitely a dark day. The Prime Minister hasn't said anything about it. So, I mean, is he okay with babies being homeless? I'm just asking. Is the Prime Minister okay with babies being homeless? I would like to know. So, for the persons who are always saying 1 p.m., 1 p.m., 1 p.m., for those persons, I am asking you, is 1 p.m. okay with babies being left homeless? 1 p.m. hasn't said anything about it. So is 1 p.m. happy with things like this happening? People, please like the live and remember to hit the subscribe button, because I have to get to the bottom of this. I need to know what is going on. Because right now, although I should be sleeping at this hour, I need to find out what is going on. Because at between 3 and 3:30 a.m., concrete was broken. Steel beams were ripped from the ground. And over 12 hours later, a matter of fact, about 18 hours later, I haven't heard any statement from 1 p.m. So what is 1 p.m. saying? 1 p.m. has presided over some things happening right now, right here in Jamaica, that is unprecedented and totally unbelievable. Houses were demolished in Clifton, Bernard Lodge, some time ago. 1 p.m. suggested that this was connected to some sort of criminal enterprise. After demolishing the people's houses, the following day, I saw that 1 p.m., the individual on the right of the screen went in Parliament and said that no squatters were there. So if no squatters were there, I am asking you, the individual on the right of the screen, you know, so I'm going to rate him, but I'm going to ask him, why you brought down the people them house? Why you send? Because that one there, you do it, you know. And you send them go break down the people them house, you know. We don't know about this one yet. But the one over Clifton, Bernard Lodge, you do it. You do it 1 p.m. Why did you do it? And the following day you come out and say, no squatters were there. What you really mean, 1 p.m.? I want to know. And who want to say a lie? Because you know them people love talk about lie, you know. These people love talking about lie. Earlier I went live and I spoke about this same individual getting more pay. When you see him good, you know, when you look on him good, if you never know. This individual getting more pay than the president of France. Now what I want to know is, why is this individual getting more pay than the president of France? Jamaica look anything like France? Is Jamaica enjoying any of the good life that people in France are enjoying? You ever see any potholes on the streets of France? You see people in a France house get brought down? You see anything like that? Have you ever heard of persons going to the hospital in France and sitting on a wheelchair for weeks? You ever hear anything like that happening in France, in Paris, in Bordeaux, in Lyon? You ever heard anything like that happen in France? So, what is this? But this individual getting more pay than the president of France. And if you don't think I lie, me I tell, you go check it out. Because you know some 1 p.m. person might come on the live stream. Alright. Make we see what I go on. So Althea Taylor said it shouldn't matter where anyone make their house. Once they decide they should not be there anymore, there is a process in which it should be removed and should be dealt with humanely. Exactly. When they are campaigning, they see the crowd, but they do not see who is in it. Exactly. And it looked like this 1 p.m. like I said, I saw the baby along with its mother taking shelter in a very unorthodox kind of way. And is this individual okay with it? Up to now, him not say nothing. There has been no, they haven't come out and said anything that, okay, then we're going to house these people in shelter or anything of the sort. They just render these people homeless, and it's okay. Because I guess it is this type of government. They are okay with people being homeless. I guess they like when homeless persons come in to vote for them. Is that what they like? Or is it that they are okay, they are a part of this? I am just asking. Because there is no way a government would see that so many persons are left homeless and they have nothing to say about it. You see why I can't rate? I can't rate a 1 p.m. Look on the girl on the left side of the screen. While this is an AI generated image, I saw the people them down there look. I even heard that. Because why this sounds strange? Well, this is alleged, of course, but it sounds very strange. I heard that the police came very early in the morning, earlier than the demolition time, and took away the men. So why did they take the men away? I mean, what's the reason for arresting the men? They arrested all the men in the community at that time. That is what I heard. I don't know if it's true. But those are the allegations I've been hearing on social media. So after they did all that, they came and demolished the people's houses. So what was the reason for that? What's the reason for arresting the men in the community hours before or sometime before the demolition took place? Did they have a reason for those arrests? Or is it false imprisonment? And if it's a private individual or a private entity whose property it is, so you're telling me that private individuals have control over the police? Because if that is what happened, it is now suggesting to me that the private individual instructed the police to arrest these men so that they could easier take whatever action they wanted to take. And this is unbelievable. Now I want to know, what kind of country is this? Does this look like the type of country where the person who is in charge should be getting more pay than the president of France, the prime minister of Spain, and the prime minister of Italy, and many other countries in Europe? No, when you go to those places in Europe, those places look like it's heaven. While Jamaica looks like a big, dirty, thinking country. You notice I did not put a S on thinking. Yes, I intentionally said it that way. No, Jamaica, like I said, looks like a big, dirty, thinking country. Nobody can tell me say I'm not true. A matter of fact, this individual on the screen, I wonder if he make more money than the president of the Netherlands. I wonder. But I have to check. But I know say I make more money than the prime minister of Spain and president of France and all that. And many other countries around Europe. You know, I could actually ask Gemini right now. Because once I ask Gemini anything, Gemini will tell me, definitely advise me. Let me read. Let me see what Althea Taylor is saying. By the way, Althea is dropping, a million comments. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Althea. Fellow content creator also from, we're not going to say where she come from. But yeah, man, big up to Althea Taylor. Great content creator. Alright, folded their paper and gave it back. Alright. I don't vote. I went to the polling station and asked them for a pen, and they said it must be a pencil. Me knowing it's time to change. Okay. Pen, because pencils can rub out for. Okay. Alright. In this country, it's different now. Anything Andrew, the police and the judge say, that is it. Andrew, police and judges run things now. Talking all the people have prior to money because they say it is in the law book. We all have to read so that they do not charge us for breaking laws. Okay. And the next thing is, this individual on the right side of the screen, him have this thing where him no want nobody to talk. So he wants to be the only one on social media who is talking. So apparently no one should say anything. And I cannot stand for things like this. Because normally I don't talk about this individual. Because I don't think he's even worth my time. I just not rate him. But when him come and I talk about lots of what people are saying on social media is illegal and all type of thing, you can't tell nobody enough to talk. Yeah, go on like a fear mouth. No, me don't know enough. Me don't know where I go on. Because this individual is like him gone too far. You understand? It's like, no, it's a problem for people to transport food. You're transporting food, it becomes an issue where you need a receipt. No, when you brought down people's house, when you arrest people for transport them own food, claiming say them need a receipt. No, where where me supposed to get receipt from? Where me I go get receipt from? Explain that to me. We're not going to say commercial quantities, but we never define how much is commercial quantities. What if I have 10 pounds of yam because I love eating yam? What if I have 20 pounds of yam? Are you going to say that is commercial quantity? Where am I supposed to get a receipt from if I buy it from in a market? Oh, you explain that. I mean, pick some mango, but you want to lock up people for them the same way how you mash up the people them house. Or you watch the people's houses being damaged. Well, in this case, you watch it. We don't know if you order this. That is what we don't know. But the one at Bernard Lodge, you know about that one there. Because you come out and talk about it. Man transporting gas to shops, as usual. Got 100,000 tickets saying he's transporting it. And when you go to court, did you... What? What you say? So what you tell me say? So me not understand, but that is classified as something different. So hold on, so if you Altia, I'm gonna ask you a question, because maybe you can answer this, I don't know. So if you buy your own gas car now this is beginning to sound very scary. So if you buy your own gas and trying to transport it, what is going to happen? How are you going to transport your cylinder to your house? But then again, if you have it at your house, what are they going to consider it as? So if they come and find it at your house, but isn't it a normal thing that people cook with gas in Jamaica? So how you explain that? People remember to like the live and also subscribe to the channel, because the boy nah get way him nah get way because him think him slick. Him thinks him slick, And I talk about people that use AI and this and that and all type of thing, but him nah get wet. Hey, you have some people, People say 1 p.m. and 1 p.m. the sun is very high in the sky. Very bright time of the day. But with this individual, it's always a dark day. And the 11th of August 2026 is a dark day in the history of Jamaica. A day for everyone to remember. Because if you allow things like this to happen, what next are they going to do? So, they ban you from transporting food. They ban you from transporting your own gas cylinder. I heard that you can't wear visible tattoos. Now, what next? What next? There is going to be. Next thing you're going to hear say, you can't wear white shirt from Monday, or they are going to give you a set number of hairstyles and tell you that you have to cut your hair in this way, and if you don't, you might face some type of punishment. Now, can you believe something like this? By the way, let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please drop a comment. As I'm not sure if you can hear me clearly. Let's drop a comment and let me know if you can hear me clearly. Because the individual have to go, Yeah, man, I tell you. Because I'm probably there attack and it might sound like joke. But me I tell you, him for go, that boy have to go, man. You see me, I say? I style him, I feel like I want to style him too, because I rate him, Yeah, man. Imagine me go pick 2 mango and you gotta tell me say I can't transport my mango them, but I need license. What me I do with license for mango? When did mangoes become something where people can travel with? Just a quick check in. And the man, let me read this, because Altia, you're saying some things right here which sound very interesting. It sounds interesting and sounds strange. I hope all of this is not true. I am not saying it's not true. Michael Jackson said, what about us? How do we carry our own gas home? That I want to say, that I want to know too. So how that work? Because this is sounding strange now. I came to talk about the homeless babies. But I am hearing about other things. Because I briefly just mentioned being unable to, I'm afraid for transport little mango. No one buy 2, no one go pick 2 mango, but I'm afraid. I want to get some breadfruit, I'm afraid. I'll tell you, the next time I'm in at the place, I'm forward over your side. Don't try to give me no breadfruit or nothing like that here or whatever I have over there. Because next thing I find myself getting locked up. No sir. People, this not sound right. This sound scary. This really is a situation that I cannot believe. How this individual, how him sleep at night, for no say. Something like this. Alright. No one is allowed to drive in a van in van box either. A van or a truck driver should not give ride in the back of the van. What? We must all read before they get us, because Jano, we don't know what I go on. Make sure all the people driving in your vehicle have seat belts. And if you have a vehicle, buses, please install seat belt. So hold on. So what you tell me, say, if somebody even sit down on the back seat in your car, they have to have on the seat belt too? Explain that one to me, because this is sounding very strange. I mean, if you drink some water for this one, well, no one will say, but the right as I drink the water, I nah move. Because I don't want to miss no message of Althea say, because everything Althea is saying right here is very informative. By the way, is there anyone else here on the live stream? I'm going to drop a comment, man. Drop a comment. I want to hear one of the thoughts. I want to hear about this situation where the people them all smashed down, and even the other things that Althea is saying right here, right now on the live stream. Seatbelt on the back, Jaja. Why, people? This is beginning to sound strange. And when I tell me say this individual good for the country, me never hear of that before. So not even in the United States, people riding on the back seat need a seat belt. So where this come from? The only person riding on the back seat that would need a seat belt is a child, and because the child would be sitting in a child seat or a booster seat. And don't get me started on this child seat thing in Jamaica, because that cannot work in Jamaica. This is not like the United States where many persons have cars. In Jamaica, persons are taking route taxis and all that. So how is that going to work in Jamaica? And these child seats in Jamaica are so expensive in comparison to one's salary. It's not like the United States where persons can easily buy a child seat. You see why I'm telling them I can't rate a boy up on the right side of the screen? Look how the people them house mash up. Over 15 hours. From between 3 and 3:30 this morning and all. No, me no hear him say nothing about it. It look like him happy about it, you know. It look like him there, I'll probably all laugh after the people them. Just like how we hear him support them. Him vloggers disrespecting the 85-year-old woman. Grossly disrespecting the 85-year-old woman. Because the woman asked for little help. You see why you know if you ask them for no help? And this is the reason why them treat people like that in them hospital. Speaking of treatment in the hospital, did you see the video? I think it was on Independence Day, where the woman came from the US to visit her grandmother in the hospital. And when she came to visit her grandmother in the hospital, the way how she was treated, she made a video about it, and it was just disgraceful and distasteful. And up to now, this individual, him not say nothing about it, so him like them kind of thing that, to me, in my opinion, I don't have any evidence of this, but in my opinion, I think it's him tell some of the nurses and doctors to treat the patients like that. Probably to leave them sitting on wheelchair for weeks. Yeah, he wants to punish the people. That is what it looks like to me. Because there is no way you are going to be treating people like that in a civilized country. I wonder if this brother here knows, say, we live in the West, you know. Me never hear of things like this are happening in the West. What kind of thing this? And whenever uno sick, uno fly Ghana, Miami and all over the place. Me no under, well, Florida. I not say Miami, because it's not always Miami, but uno get air ambulance, fly Ghana to Florida. No, how you explain something like this? You know, she said that boy are wicked. Who knows the same wicked? In my opinion, I would say that he's the epitome of wickedness. That is what I would say. People, like the live, and remember to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Because today, we now make him get away now. We now make him get away. Because this really gone too far. This is one too many. Because while we sometimes we hear some things happening about, we might not take it so serious. But when I saw the videos today, because apparently Jamaica is not a real place. Every day something new is happening. So, when they are not leaving babies homeless, they are doing all sorts of unsavory things. Just imagine that image. Just imagine if BBC, CNN, Fox, and so on get these images. And of course, in this era of digital media, it's very easy. Just imagine they get hold of this image. Do you know what Jamaica will look like? But then again, who cares? Maybe the world need to see it. And then the world will begin to see this individual for what he is. Because it has been over 12 hours. Definitely more than 12 hours. Close to 15 hours. Not even 15, close to 19 hours. And this individual has not made a statement about the situation. I don't know, by the way, I'm just asking a question, people. Have you seen the videos? You want to see the videos of what happened down there in Trelawny? Cooper spent, to be exact. And you know, speaking of Trelawny, yes, he said, bolt money get thief and all. No, bolt not get back in money yet, you know. And you know how long it take for that individual to come say something about it and I talk about him never want to talk because when he speaks it needs to be unassailable. What him a try say? I want to know what him did mean by that. Anybody know? When you want the most, there is no easy way out. Vehicles were made for 3 people in the back, 2 adults, both sides, and the middle for a child. So you think about it. Oh, I saw it go Althea. That is a very interesting perspective. I never know that still, but very interesting. But Althea, just a question. This child seat you can't fit for any one of the seat, them one of the back, man. Because all you need to do is to set it properly and put the seat belt around it, depending on the design of the child seat, of course. By the way, that's a quick question, people. Can you all hear me clearly? Althea, you can hear me good? Just, you know, just doing a quick sound check. Just to make sure, just making sure that my viewers and subscribers can hear me clearly. Because I'm telling you, people, that individual up on the right side for go, you know. Yeah, man, him for go, man. Big man thing, man, him for go. Because I can tell you, say, me no rate him. If you rate him, you know, you can drop a comment same way, you know. You can tell me why you rate him. But me personally no rate him. Because I know the countries them will meet, the self-respecting countries around the world that I know, them would have never allow something like this to happen. But him sit down there and allowing things like this to happen, and apparently it's okay with him. Where is the emergency shelter for the people then? Make we say you don't know about it, because we are give you the benefit of the doubt that you know nothing about the situation in Cooper's Pen, Trelawny. So if you knew nothing about it, where is the emergency shelter for these people? So are you okay with your citizens living outside? Me don't know about it. Look to me like them okay with them kind of thing there. And people, this just sounds strange to me. This just sounds so unbelievable. People, please remember to like the live and also subscribe to the channel. You know, if a big up people like Wayne Lowe and some Mystic Sensation and you know, whole heap of other creators out there doing them thing. You understand? Holding these politicians accountable. Because I can't tell the people this just sound away. This not look good. Look here at this screen. Homeless babies, and I'm sure it wasn't just one, but just people in general being homeless. And this individual just did it like I know nothing. Up to now, there has not been a statement from the leader of the land. The leader of the land who is getting so much for his pay, more than the president of France, prime minister of Spain, prime minister of Italy. How him I get so much pay? And by the way, did you know that Andrew Holness is the 4th highest paid leader in the Americas? If you never know, we are going to tell you today. Andrew Holness is the 4th highest paid leader in the Americas, making between $181,000 and $185,000 for the year, depending on the exchange rate you use. Now, what Andrew Holness do to deserve that? That I want to know, people. Please like the live and remember to subscribe to the channel. So think about it, people. In the north you have Canada, and in the south you have Argentina, and in between that you have many other countries. And you are telling me that Andrew Holness, that boy up on the right side of the screen, him, I get between 181 and 185,000 US dollars, which is equal to 28.6 million Jamaican dollars. Why him I get so much fit in pay? Now somebody came on my live stream earlier today and said he increased the salaries of the government ministers and the prime minister because he wants to eliminate corruption. So is he admitting that the government is corrupt? Does that mean that he's admitting that he is corrupt? Because that is what it sounds like to me. Because if he had no evidence of corruption, why would he be trying to eliminate corruption? Is that what he's saying? No, me just I try to figure it out, what him really I try to say. Why him I get so much money for him pay? Many other world leaders, important world leaders, who when they make statements, things happen. Numbers change in the stock market and all that. But this boy, I make a bag of money for no reason at all. Because what good reason him have? By the way, I wonder what is, we could just check one of them countries. I wonder what is the population of Spain? I got to ask Gemini, You know when I ask Gemini actually answers, people. Hold on, let me see, which one of them phone I'm going to use? Alright, the Google Pixel. Alright, so let me use the Google Pixel and ask Gemini. Where is Gemini on this right now? Because I need Gemini to answer this to me right now. Gemini, Google Gemini, where are you? I'm looking through my list of apps right now, right here on my phone. Alright, so Gemini. No, we want a new chat for that. Gemini, what is the population of Spain? Listen good enough and tell me what you think. A new chat for that. No, we don't want that right. So, alright. So yeah, I'm going to ask Gemini, what is the population of Spain?
The total population of Spain is approximately 49.8 million, around 49,800,000, according to recent data from Spain's National Statistics Institute.
No, Gemini. No, not Gemini. People, no, listen that. So Gemini not Gemini. Why am I saying Gemini? The population of Spain is 49.8 million people, while Jamaica have 2.8 million people. Why is Andrew Holness getting more pay than the Prime Minister of Spain? I got ask Gemini another question, and listen good enough, people. Just listen good. No, we don't want this one. We need this chat. Alright, Gemini. What is the salary of the President of Spain? Sorry, not the President, the Prime Minister of Spain, my bad.
The official salary for the Prime Minister of Spain, officially titled Presidente del Gobierno, is €95,943 and 96 cents gross per year, approximately €7,995 per month. Unlike standard workers or members of parliament, the Prime Minister...
Alright, can you give me that figure in United States dollars? Wanna listen good enough, people.
At the current exchange rate, approx €1 equals $1.15 United States cents. Here is how the Prime Minister of Spain's compensation converts into US dollars. Breakdown in USD. Annual base salary, approximately $110, 700 United States dollars gross per year, €95,943 and 96 cents. Monthly pay, approximately $9, 225 United States dollars.
Alright, in a year that 110,000 the President of Spain are making up. I could ask about Andrew Holness. Gemini, what's the salary of Andrew Holness? That's the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
The official salary for the Prime Minister of Jamaica is 28.6 million Jamaican dollars per year. Jamaican dollars. Converted to US dollars, that comes out to roughly 184,000 United States dollars annually. OR, around 15,300 United States dollars per month. Based on recent exchange rates, tilde 155 Jamaican dollars equals 1 United States dollar. Key context and nuance.
Now, people, wanna hear that? Wanna hear that? So, when you hear the amount there, based on current exchange rate, it's 184,000. Now, how Andrew Holness will make more money than the Prime Minister of Spain? That makes sense to me. I'm going to ask about the Prime Minister of Italy. Gemini, please tell us about the salary of the Prime Minister of Italy.
The official salary for the Prime Minister of Italy, Presidente del Consiglio dei Ministri, is €80,000 gross per year, approximately 92,000 United States dollars, OR.
92,000 US, the Prime Minister of Italy making. No, what? Good, but no. So, how you explain this now? Jamaica being one big dirty thinking country where not have no hospital, no bed, no in the hospital them. But the Prime Minister can get so much money for him pay. Have you ever heard of anyone in Italy, Spain, or anywhere in Europe sitting on a wheelchair for 2 weeks and cannot get a bed? Has anyone ever seen anything like that before or heard of it? I'm sure nothing like this has never happened anywhere in Europe. Maybe in the Dark Ages, maybe in medieval times, but not right now. So Jamaica is a country that in my opinion is operating in the Dark Ages when it comes to healthcare and many other things. But the Prime Minister is getting paid like he's in a first world country. Alright, let me see a comment. Let me see, who is this? Miguel Montgomery, welcome to the live stream. Alright, let me read this. Miguel, how much Mark Golden get? Well, I can ask that a little less than that, but that has nothing to do with this. Mark Golden did not adjust the salary. Mark Golden has nothing to do. So, I mean, you have a job and you're getting paid to do that job. You're not the one who created that salary. So what Mark Golden has anything to do with this? Is Mark Golden the one who made that salary adjustment? I'm sure he didn't. Well, I will see another comment. Let me see if this person is going to respond to that. Well, let me see another comment. So, pull up this. Let me pull up this other comment right here. Degrian. Degrian, how are you doing? Big up yourself. Welcome to the live stream. First, I'm seeing you here. Please subscribe to the channel. All right. So me I beg you come take PM out of Jamaica. We're tired of this demon on the people. Pray. Yes, people, wanna drop some prayer. Wanna drop some prayer emoji. I'm matter of fact, let me start with the prayer then. Let me start with the prayer emoji. Drop some prayer emoji. People wanna drop some prayer emoji in the chat, man. I wanna do anyway. People like the live, I'm gonna see. Alright. Big up yourself in all thing. No. Don't say that. Don't say that. You would be putting that person where them name start with T into disrepute. Don't do that. That man never do nothing like where the individual on the right of the screen do. I not call him names still, you know, but no sir. Him never do nothing like that. Me no see. There is no hospital in the United States that people are sitting waiting for 2 weeks to get a bed. That no happen. Me no see no patrol in the United States. No sir. Them thing that not happen. Me no see people house in the United States that get brought down. That not happen. I don't see nobody in the United States getting $2.70 for them pay. That not happen. Other things might happen, but not them something there. So don't mix up that man with the individual on the right of the screen, I'll tell you. That one me disagree with. Miguel said it's not him fault. Blame PJ. Hold on there. Hold on. What are you saying? Who increased the salaries to? Who increased the salaries by 300%? And I'm sure PJ Patterson did not do that. At least not in this time. When PJ Patterson was the Prime Minister of Jamaica, I was a child at that point. So that not have nothing to do with me. What I know about the United States, a lot. You see anyone in the United States sitting for 2 weeks waiting on a chair? Where you tell me say? Where you talk about? Where you get that information from? You see anybody working in the United? Alright. You know, I'm glad you bring up that, you know. Glad you bring up that. Because it seems like you are one of the supporters of 1 PM. Now, I'm going to give you an example. So 1 PM is making approximately 45% of what the President of the United States is making for his pay. Now, why is it that a person in Jamaica who is doing a similar job, or the same job as a person in the US is doing, why that person is not getting 45% of what a person in the US doing the same job? So, Prime Minister getting 45% of what the President of the United States is getting, which I don't necessarily agree with. But why is it that a fast food worker in Jamaica who would be doing the exact same job, you know, whether you have flip burgers or you have fried chicken or you have fried fries, whatever it is you're doing, why is it that that fast food worker in Jamaica is not getting the same pay like that fast food worker in the United States? Oh, so if it's 2 different economies, so didn't Andrew Holness know that it's 2 different economies when he was taking that much amount for his pay? He never know that. Didn't he know that? I don't mean you have mentioned that too. Or him you have mentioned that too. So he's suggesting that he's better than the people. Is that what you're saying? Why didn't he take a salary that is equitable to the economy of the country? Why him never do that? You want to compare, all right, you know, because a whole heap of things we can pull up right as you know. Because, you know, 1 PM love talk about people using AI. So, hold on. So, when me ask you a question, what is so special about 1 PM that he has to get so much for his pay? And how do you explain him getting more pay than the Prime Minister of Spain? Tell me why that is the case. Why is 1 PM getting more pay than the Prime Minister of Spain? Answer that. Tell me why 1 PM is getting more pay than the Prime Minister of Spain. Me want you answer that, you know. Even more than the President of France, the Prime Minister of Italy. Answer that. These are considered as developed countries, but him in a developing country want to be paid more than the leader of a developed country. How does that work? Me not understand this. Because when you're looking inside these hospitals in Jamaica without doctors that don't have proper equipment, you go to the hospital, you have to bring your own gloves, you have to bring your own gauze, air conditioning not working, surgeries being postponed, and all that. And you're telling me that I don't know what this individually I tell me about what I know about the United States. I know enough about the United States to tell you that Jamaica is a big dirty thinking country. And this individual on the right side of the screen is making it worse. Because how him get so much fee pay? Did you realize that the individual on the right side of the screen is making more for his pay than half of the leaders, than more than half of the leaders in Europe? Oh, you explain that. He's the fourth highest paid leader in the entire Americas. Meanwhile, you explain that to me. What's so special? I mean, look, you have tell you who is getting more pay than him. The president of the United States, who is making 400,000 for the year. You have the prime minister of Canada, who is making 200 and something thousand. I think it's 282,000. I don't remember the exact number, but I know it's 200 plus thousand. You have the president of Chile, who is making, I think, 195,000. And then you have Andrew Holness, who is making between 181,000 and 185,000. Now, all these other countries across the Americas, I don't know if you know it, because you're talking like a person who don't know that when I say the Americas, I'm referring to Canada in the north and Argentina in the south. So all these great nations going from Canada in the north to Argentina in the south, and you tell me, say, Andrew Holness supposed to get more pay than all of these countries? Where you get these idea from? Him deserve to get that. Right now, a $2,000 would have given for him pay. Probably 2.5. Because when you say 10 grand and somebody say no, a $2,000 him forget, and I say alright, give him 5 bills span it. Him not forget no more than that. Today somebody say 0. No. So we are trying to take, no, him not gonna come back and say nothing, you know. Him not come, cause no, when you see Andrew Holness, I get more than the president of Brazil, the president of Colombia, the president of Argentina, the president of Uruguay. You know the size of the economies of these countries? Don't come over here so with your foolishness, them man. You think so 1 PM can try to come brainwash nobody over here, so? Even all make more money than what? Costa Rica have a prime minister or a president. I not even know, but I can go check still. But even Mexico, you know how much production happens in Mexico? You know what the size of the Mexican economy? You think Mexico is a poor place? Panama, all of them places that 1 PM I make more money than them people there. Where him take so much money for him pay for? And if you want to hear further, 1 PM, not only 1 PM, but the ministers of government in Jamaica are making more money than many leaders of countries in Europe and, well, let alone the Americas and the Caribbean. Now, alright, let me use the Caribbean. You ever hear anybody in Barbados going to the hospital and sitting in a wheelchair for 2 weeks? You ever hear anybody go to the hospital in Barbados and can't get aspirin? You ever hear anything like that happening in Barbados or Trinidad before? But no, 1 PM still getting more pay than these people. What you try to tell me, say? No, him gone, you know, him not going to say nothing, you know, him going to take away himself, him probably still there listening and ask about what I know about the United States, a whole heap of time I travel go there, so. You know what I know about the United States? A place where you can call help. If you have any medical emergency, you can make a call. And them come look after you any hour of the night, no matter which part you're there. In your bed, the ambulance pull up. Them forward in your house, come look after you. If they need to take you to the hospital, they will. But otherwise, them come look after you in your bed. That me know about the United States. What I know about the United States, if there's an incident with the police, which I'm not even going to go into details about that, is them now gonna take you up and fling in one van back. That me know about the United States. What I know about the United States is that you go to the bank to open an account. Them now gonna tell you say them need your them need me no know your great grandmother, grandfather, pet name and all sort of other thing. Them want your DNA print and all. Them now gonna ask you that 20 minutes and you open a bank account. That is what I know about the United States. The United States is a place that you get proper customer service. The United States is a place where people are accountable. That me know about the United States. United States is a place that I know, and I see some big 4-5 lane road me a drive pan. What you tell me say? Big tall building and all them things. None of them there are Jamaica. That is what I know about the United States. So don't come to ask me about what me know about the United States. I want to think of some little people there so we never travel gonna where before. I remember say under the United States alone we travel, we go some other place too. And when we go to them other place there, we see how them place they run. And I don't like Jamaica. So no, you don't come over so with your foolishness them at Jamaica alone, me see patrol in a road. Especially at this level. Me never seen a patrol in another country before. Me not tell you say them not dead, but me never see them. But in a Jamaica, as you drive in a Jamaica, I pay a patrol. Because I don't know this idiot here come tell me about, whoever come tell me about Mark Golding. No, Mark Golding have nothing to do with this. Mark Golding increase pay. Mark Golding increase no pay, him increase the pay. Mark Golding have anything to do with that? Mark Golding have anything to do with running the country? Or who are run the country me I talk about? Maybe if Mark Golding did run the country, I would be talking about him the same way. Well, maybe not the same way, but I would be talking about him. Whatever is going wrong, I would be talking about it. Because when I go like when I don't want people to talk, I want to feel like we are in the West and we're in a democratic society. Where you think one of the Korea them, and one of them name me not call, but yeah, big up to South Korea. You must think of that. I have seen Manti say Andrew a wicked. How he's going to sleep tonight? He break down the people's house, baby, under bus stop. Exactly. Well then again, maybe he's happy with things like that, you know. Some maybe him can sleep, I don't know. I don't know if him can sleep, you know. Big up Hyacinth, you know. Welcome to the live stream, yeah, man. We appreciate you coming over here. You know it go. Yeah, man, in my opinion, I think he's the epitome of wickedness. Because up to the amount of hours have passed since this happened, and up to now, him not say nothing yet. So what do you say about an individual like that? The thing about Jamaicans, they easily forget. Well, me not forget. I am not forgetting. That is what me I tell you, say. Because, like me tell you, me don't know if him send them individually come over here, say, no, don't come over here, so with the foolishness, man. Oh, Jamaica, what are they? So what me want to know, because him they talk about different economy and all of that, so him never know that when him take the fourth highest pay in the America. So what you tell me, say, Jamaica have the fourth biggest economy and the fourth most thriving economy in the Americas. And that him really a try say? Me don't know for that him a try say. You know how much things make a Brazil? You know so the whole of them, most of them can't beef the way we eat. A Brazil them make. You know how big Brazil be? I wonder what is the GDP per capita for Brazil. You know, so me don't even know if him still there, you know, but me got talking because for you know for the benefit of other people. Alright. Gemini, what is the GDP per capita of Brazil?
Brazil's GDP per capita varies depending on whether you look at nominal values or adjusted for local cost of living, purchasing power parity/PPP. Nominal GDP per capita, around 10,700 United States dollars, with recent estimates and projections ranging between $10,312, 300 United States dollars. PPP GDP per capita, approximately $24, 400 United States dollars, reflecting what local income actually buys within the domestic economy. Context and regional comparison. Latin America placement.
All right, Gemini, what is the GDP per capita of Jamaica? Open and listen good, people.
Jamaica's GDP per capita varies depending on whether you look at nominal values or adjusted for local living costs, purchasing power parity/PPP. Nominal GDP per capita, roughly $8,150 to $8, 360 United States dollars, according to recent IMF and World Bank estimates. PPP GDP per capita, approximately $13, 900 United States dollars, reflecting what local income actually buys within the domestic economy. Context and regional.
All right, so you hear them numbers there. So when you hear those numbers, why Andrew Holness get so much being paid? You want to ask it, what is the salary of the president of Brazil? Gemini, what's the salary of the president of Brazil? Please give the figure in United States dollars.
The official gross salary for the president of Brazil, Presidente da República, is 46,366 Brazilian reals and 19 centavos per month, Brazilian reais, converted into US dollars at current exchange.
Now, Gemini, please give me the figure. Just give me the annual salary in United States dollars of the president of Brazil. Just the annual salary. Don't need for monthly.
The annual salary of the president of Brazil is approximately $107, 400 United States dollars.
All right, so that is $107,400 United States dollars, that is. So 107,400. While on the other hand, Andrew Holness, I make 184,000 US. No, somebody can explain that to me. I don't know if one of them individually earlier were forwarding on my live stream with them bag of foolishness, can come tell me nothing about yes, because him not supposed to get so much money for him pay, and him can't even make a statement about the situation that happened. Him can't say nothing about emergency shelter and all that. So him going to leave the child outside. "4 a.m. He doesn't care. Look at his face. No hard for travel very much USA and other country." Yeah, man, when him go to the other place, them lock him out, man. Them not let him in when him come at the other, when him forward at them country there, Because me tell you, say him is the epitome of wickedness. You understand me? I say, you can't, because these other countries, you can't have this brother here a forward in on the place. You see me? I say, which self-respecting country allow things like this to happen in a them place? On a serious note, which country really allow things like this to happen in a them place? Yeah, I wonder how him family them feel. Them not have nothing to say about this. I want to know. I really would have to know, Yeah, this is very strange. You see me? I say, because listen, honestly the size of Argentina and all these other countries in South America, Colombia and all these places, and you know how much things them country they produce? You see me? I say, the people them now live like how people are living in Jamaica, But him, I get so much money for him pay. Because we know say them over here say listen, We know say them over here say listen, but here what? Over here say, we just attack the truth, You see me? I say, a facts me attack, You see me? I say, we don't do politics over here, say, You see me? I say, him in charge of the place and him me attack about. And we know some people are going to say, you call him name to get views and you call him name to get likes. So what? Me and a vlogger, what do you expect? Yeah, me is a vlogger, so we're going to call him name to get views, we're going to call him name to get likes, comments, and get paid too. Because you, Andrew Holness, you can't pay me. Me not work for you. Me not work for you, you know. You can't go link Google AdSense and you say me as a Google AdSense pay me. That is where me a talk about. Here's a Google AdSense pay me, you know. Me don't know who, well, the Jamaican taxpayer pay you, but a Google AdSense pay me. You can't pay me. Me not gonna make you go tell your corporate entities to blacklist me. Me not gonna allow that. You can't do that on Google though. You don't know if you talk to the algorithm like that. We know exactly how to communicate with the algorithm. That is what we are dealing with. You understand? And that is the thing where Andrew Holness and him friend them for know. Alright, I swear. I'll tell you, say, a sister nearby me bulldozer sister house of their father land, saying the father gave all of them their own piece of land, but the sister found it more important based upon what she do as business. Okay. So she built on it while her sister was abroad. Okay. Do you know his father from his Ireland brother come to Jamaica? Did you? Hey, I don't know what tell me about that now, you see? Listen, tell me about that. Tell me about that. You see the reason why we need to have a calling. But don't worry yourself, man. We're definitely going to have a calling. Definitely going to have a calling very soon. Because 19 hours going to 20 hours past, and this individual on the right side of the screen don't make a statement yet. Up to now, him not say nothing about the situation. And the fact that him not say nothing about it, it makes me very uncomfortable, because there is no way any self-respecting government, long live the queen. See, I'll tell you, say, long live the queen. I am sure, listen, them celebrate independence where they, I'm sure the queen or the king in this case would not allow something like this. Today being a very dark day, August 11, 2026. This day must be marked down in history. I'm sure, say, the king or the queen would not allow something like this to happen. So, with this individual, people on the like the live, you know, and subscribe to the channel. Because I take a sip of my water. You see me I say? Yeah, man, I take a sip of me. What me for drink? Which one me for drink? Fiji or Evian? Which one of them? Fiji or Evian? I not even know. Andrew Holness, you can't stop me from drinking Fiji water, you know. That me I tell you, Andrew and him friend, and him idiot friend them. I come over here, so come ask me about women know about the United States. I want to them boy, yeah, man. Come off a man channel, you know, foolishness like gonna have no sense. Okay, brother, come to Jamaica. What Hyacinth say? Baby in a house, neighbor string, don't drop a house, bulldoze road, and take up. Yeah, that sound to me like, no, people me are telling you the thing sound. I'm more hear what Hyacinth say, no. Very interested to hear what Hyacinth Mantis I say. I'm waiting on Hyacinth, because I want to know what you say, no. Because this is sounding very interesting what you say about Ireland. I want to know. Alright, let me see something. So like I say, at approximately 3 a.m. to 3:30 a.m., the demolition crews equipped with heavy excavators, sledgehammers and pickaxes arrived in the area. You can't believe that. According to this, but I hear people say 200, but according to this information I'm gathering right here, it says around 20 to 30 housing units were flattened, leaving scores of residents and roughly 20 families displaced and homeless. Household items including beds, stoves and appliances were scattered across the rubble. So that means that them demolished the place with the people, them things in it. No, sir. And no prior warning, and this is alleged. Alright, so residents and member and well. Residents and the MP stated that no prior notice or warning was given before heavy machine removed him. Alright. Documents indicate the land in question is owned by, alright, I'm not call the name of the company there, but some resort. That much me can say. Resort Limited. I don't know if it's a resort, but the name of, yeah, anyway. I don't call the name of them. Alright? Residents claim some families have occupied the parcel for over 3 decades and that the court proceedings concerning the property date back to 2009. Charmaine Flowers, big up yourself, you know. Welcome to the live stream in the T dot. Our Canada area code 416. I don't remember. Big up yourself though, you don't know. Welcome Charmaine. Welcome to the live stream. Lincoln, Jamaica. Need if sending Chuck and Cat. Lincoln Francis, big up yourself. Welcome to the live stream. The operation was accompanied by a heavy contingent of Jamaica Constabulary Force. Now, what me want to know is if this was not sanctioned by the government, where the police are do that, how that work, how a private person or a private entity get so much police to go watch them demolish a place, and who allows a place to be demolished where people live at 3 a.m. Isn't there some law against that? Didn't they break the law when they did something like that? No, people, I don't understand this. Who could have do something like that? Charmaine, I see you delete your message now, but thank you for commenting and please subscribe to the channel. You don't know. Yeah, who allowed something like that? Because if you're going to demolish houses, I mean, is 3 a.m. the most appropriate time to do this? Exactly, it doesn't matter what the person did. 3 a.m. cannot be an appropriate time to demolish anywhere. Because one, I'm sure they would be causing a disturbance to neighboring communities. I'm sure them do that. You see me? I say 3 a.m. it cannot be an appropriate time to do this. So when they gave, I mean, let's say the court allowed the demolition, didn't that include some kind of time? I mean, 3 a.m. Really? There must be a court order, and the court order would not say 3 a.m. I'm sure the court order never tell them, say, you can do this at any time. So how that work? Alright. Hyacinth says, 7 brother. 7 comes from Ireland. 7 go the country and have children. And these man and Jaffa. Okay. Jamaica topic. Big up yourself, you know. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, a topic we know say a soon year time, you know. And by the way, people, you don't know a topic, you know, the real general, you know. Yeah, man, a topic of the real general, so you know, don't know if you don't know about hot topic, you know, go check out that topic, you know. Because them man, they have the hot topic them for real. You understand me? I say no joke, them man, they real pioneers in this thing. You see me? I say a lot of what I have learned it from listening to hot topic and just listening as just a listener. And then I was prompted after seeing all the atrocities in Jamaica. I've been prompted to, you know what, shift things up and come and talk about this individual. It's been years now I've been listening to a topic from the times when I wasn't even thinking about becoming a content creator. So big up yourself at topic. You see me? I said them say you have to give people flowers while they're alive. So right now, we are throw some flowers over our topic side. You don't know. Big up yourself, you know, brother. You see me? One at topic side, you don't know. You go check him out if you don't know him. You see me? Yeah, man. Welcome to everyone, man. As a grace, Grace McNeil, welcome. It's been a while. I went last week. Yeah, man. Them things that couldn't happen in a no self-respecting country. None at all. You understand? While this individual right here getting the fourth highest pay in the Americas, and up to now, him no make a statement yet. So didn't because they're always talking about things that happen on social media and all that. So how come him conveniently never see this? So what about the child that was under the bus stop? I mean, where is that child right now? Did that child get shelter? Did they offer some emergency shelter? No statement from them so far. What is the international media going to think about when they see images like this? Is this the reason why the individual on the right of the screen seemingly don't like social media, are always talking about people on social media spreading misinformation? So what I want to know is what happened today at that ungodly hour between 3 and 3:30 a.m. and persons are publishing it on social media. Is that illegal? More no. Is it illegal to publish that type of information? Is it illegal to talk about stuff like that? No, you see why I'm telling the people him to go, you know. Him to go. Yeah, give you a listening ears. Yeah, man, big up a topic, man. Oh, you don't have no clue. Alright then, because I'm telling you something so forward over there. Yeah, man, because I always have to check in over there so to learn, you know, because if a topic they're about tonight to them, I'm telling you, know, people are big things that go on, you know. You understand? E.J. Watson says, the 1 p.m. said Jamaica should be a place to work, live, and raise children, but that does not go as for the Jamaicans that was born there, I believe. Exactly. This is just strange. So something like this is happening, even if them never know about it. This should have been something that is like a national emergency, that them drop everything and go deal with this. Why is it that there wasn't an emergency meeting in Parliament to deal with something like this? Put out the people them in some hotel or something, because them they're right on the North Coast. So why is it that the government never paid to put these persons in a hotel? Because I guess that would be the easiest place, because the place would already be, you know, there. So put the people them in some hotel until them can get proper accommodation for them. But no, them just left the people them outside just like that. So that means the Jamaican state don't care for its citizens. Is that what it is? No, people, this don't look good. And this is what you're paying this individual 184,000 United States dollars. Let me remind you people, 184,000 US dollars is approximately 45% of what the President of the United States is making. Also, it is the 4th highest salary for a leader in the entire Americas. The Americas ranging from Canada in the north to Argentina in the south. There are so many countries in between. Because no, some persons might think that the Americas is only the US and Canada. No, you have US, Canada, Mexico, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Belize, Panama, Colombia, El Salvador, Honduras, because I'm not gonna be able to, you know, recall all of these countries. And when you go down to South America, you have Colombia, you have Ecuador, you have Peru, you have Chile, you have Brazil, you have Argentina, you have Uruguay and many other countries. And of all those countries on the Americas landmass, and then you can add the Caribbean, the chain of Caribbean islands. All those countries, the Jamaican Prime Minister gets the 4th highest salary. And if you put his salary against the European salaries, he is getting more pay than half of Europe. A matter of fact, more than half. I can tell you definitively that. He's getting more pay than the Prime Minister of Spain. He's getting more pay than the Prime Minister of Italy. He's getting more pay than the the president of France, among other countries. But yet still, he cannot make a statement about this. No, you think something like this could happen in any of those countries that were mentioned? And if you want to go to the Caribbean, you think something like this could happen in Trinidad or in Barbados? You really think something like this could happen in Trinidad or Barbados? Let's go in the comment section and let me know, because the comment section is quite active. You know, persons are saying things. You would think something, because who say it again? Charmian said it definitely could not happen in Canada. But so we know say it also could not happen in Barbados. I think Mia Matley would allow something like this to happen in Barbados, the land of the flying fish. I never mean that no way still. I just make you know, because some persons might not know that, yeah, flying fish, yeah. But yeah, I never mean it in a no derogatory way. It is indeed the land of the flying fish, if you never know. Yes, Hyacinth, that is what I said. That is what I said. Because this, no, you know, say it looked to me like this individual on the right of the screen, him like deal with some inhumane kind of thing, you know. You understand? Similar to how they have the hospitals, where persons are going to the hospital sitting for 2 weeks on a wheelchair. If that is not inhumane, I don't know what you would call inhumane. And apparently he's okay with that, because if him never okay with it, him would have make sure him fix things. We are nurses protesting and talking about there aren't any beds in A&E, so they have to be treating people on the floor. No, what kind of country that? But you still taking 184,000 United States dollars for your pay. So when we look at all the countries in the Americas, because we're not even going to go Europe, because Europe and them place there come like a heaven here when you're there, them place there. But make we use the Americas. You think any of those countries in the Americas, people are being treated on the floor? It must be Haiti or might not even be Venezuela. Doubt if Venezuela is like that. But Haiti probably. I'm not even sure. But Jamaica, for a fact, I personally know people who go to the hospital and have to sit there on a wheelchair. Some of you say no better you the turn of your yard. Because if you were home, you would be in your bed. You would be in your comfortable bed. But you go to the hospital thinking that you're going to be treated, but what kind of treatment you get? Them don't even have medication, so where you go, they go do? Go convince yourself where you go to the hospital just to have faith? Is that what you go to the hospital for? To have faith that you're going to get better? So you can have faith at your yard too? Because apparently them don't have no medication to give the people them. So if you don't have aspirin, what are you going to have? Because aspirin is a basic medication, so what else do you have in the hospital? You don't have anything else? Aspirin run out? And earlier today I went live, and this individual came on my live stream talking about why didn't the PNP fix the hospital. No, we want to know, isn't it? So the PNP should have bought aspirin from 2016. So the aspirin they wouldn't expire by now. What am I talking about? So what on it? So if you buy a car, let's say you buy a used car, and you don't do no oil change, you are going to ask, you are going to say the person who you bought the car from should I do an oil change? Is that what that individual was suggesting? No, people, this just sounds strange, you know. This is just sounding strange. Sometimes I come out with talk about some things, you know, but you have to wonder what has gotten in the minds of these persons. Where them get these ideas from, people? No, man. Listen, why people, me are telling you, the thing just set away. And right now, at this hour, well, if you're in Jamaica, it's 10:14. You understand? But you don't know. So I can read the chat again. Yeah, a topical listener. You say once a topical listener, you don't know. Big up for that, you know. You see what I say? We have EJ Watts now. We're going to mention something about at 1 p.m. because right now, it is definitely Not 1 p.m. It is more like 1 a.m. because today is a very dark day. That is what I say, because 1 p.m. is a time when the sun is high in the sky and it's very bright. But how can I call this individual 1 p.m.? It cannot be 1 p.m. It has to be 1 a.m. when it is dark. Where at that point, I pay Duppy and run around, I pay Duppy and Jumbi and whatever them want to call them. You know when I say Jumbi? Big up to Empire TV, you know. Yeah, man, one of the vlogger them I'm watching. Him not there still, him not there up on the live, at least him not comment. But you don't know, big up to Empire TV, you know, and big up to and big up to the Eastern Caribbean people them who them call Duppy Jumbi. But yeah, man, I'm here Empire TV as a yard man, I call them Jumbi, Empire TV and Nanny Girl. But anyway, enough of that. So, like I said, people should have been relocated with suitable accommodation. I am a mother of 6 grown children. That baby mother with her newborn baby hurt me from head to toe. Can you try to get her number? Well, I can try still, you know, but you know, really, I can check it out tomorrow still and see what I go on. And if anything, I will paste it on my community wall, or when I go live, I will, you know, see what can go on. Maybe you can. All right, here what you do. Send me an email. Send me an email, Charmaine. My email address, I'm going to spell it. It's DeLaMint. That's Delta, Echo, Lima, Alpha, Mike, India, November, Tango, at tropicalnomadtv.com. So just send me an email and we'll see if I can get the number for you. Maybe tomorrow or so. Did you get that, Charmaine? So that's DeLaMint. Delta, Echo, Lima, Alpha, Mike, India, November, Tango, at tropicalnomadtv.com. Yeah, man. You see when we said that? Yeah, man, it a go sound show off, you know, because when I use a generic email, like certain other people, we even see government institutions in Jamaica using Gmail. Let me say, well, on. So, we don't know nothing about the internet. We don't know about data security and everything. They are just general navigation of the internet. But then again, them give private entities or private individuals who probably don't have security clearance the task to create and manage a website, a .gov website. Imagine that. Just imagine you give this individual. But we're not getting at that still, you know. You know that thing that is support Jamaica.gov.jm website where, but that is a different story for a different day. We're going to leave them alone on that, you know. We're not going to get into that, you know, exposing people information. And it's not the first time them do it, because it happened before when the place did lock down. And now it seems like them come do it again. Alright, so we're going to pin Charmaine Flowers. Right. Now pin the message. So if anybody have the number there, you can probably link Charmaine and give her or something. But as I said, just Charmaine, just email me and we'll see if I can get it for you. Alright. The people need to get together and go to the court. Alright. That too. So you have the Irish blood. Okay. I see what I go on. I see what you say. I seen. Hey, Mr. Need to step. Okay, we see that part there. Alright, Grace. McNeil said something seriously needs to be done. And fast. No. It's not looking good. Yeah, me agree. We must see the court have no justice by now. Hyacinth said Desmond Mackenzie took sick and them fly. Alright, make we get to that. No. You see we are talking about the hospital then. Alright? Now Desmond Mackenzie take sick. What we want to know is what is so special about Desmond Mackenzie that they had to fly him to Florida while the Jamaican citizens, regular Jamaican citizens, have to go down a public or up a UCR, whichever place, Sentence Bay Hospital or Cornwall Regional or Savlamar Hospital, them dirty hospital the way you hear all type of something happen. All type of things. When you not hear them mistreat people, because we all saw that video. Well, I'm not sure if you saw it, but that video recently where this young lady traveled to Jamaica from the United States to come see her grandmother in the hospital, and she was grossly mistreated. We hear the type of things that she said. I mean, I say, but hold on, man. What kind of thing this? Like, they treated her with scant regard. And sometimes I have to wonder. So when medical professionals do things like this in Jamaica, it's just a normal day. Them just keep them jobs same way like that. Them no face no disciplinary action, because doing things like that, in my opinion, it's bordering on being criminal. Because if you're entrusted to care for the sick and you are going to mistreat them in that manner, I am thinking that this could amount to some type of activity that could be criminal. Because you're going to now tell the visitor to put the towel under the person's head or something of the sort. Isn't that your job? And then when you say it in that callous kind of manner, I mean, who would feel safe being in a hospital like that? Boy, I mean, don't know, You don't know. People, them hospital, they make you afraid, people. Me, I tell you. Because what are they do? Because if they are doing that in front of a visitor, what will they do to persons in the hospitals when there is no one watching? I think them, we ask for the police to have body camera. I think some of these nurses, not the doctors so much, but I think some of these nurses should be equipped with body cameras. It might sound like, invasion of privacy, because of course they are, looking after sick people and all that. But I think there should be some type of camera, because some of the things that I hear happen inside these hospitals when outsiders are looking. Just imagine what happens when there is no one there. Because some of their attitude, leaves much to be desired. Althea said we must see that the court. Okay, alright, you might read that already. Alright, yeah, the message about Desmond. Althea said, let's try our best to stay out of courthouse business, because judge and police have no free speech anymore. It seems to be a country. Okay. LVAT Club. LVAT Club. Blessings. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Welcome to the live stream. Much appreciate you coming here and dropping a comment. Please like the live stream. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Althea say, don't go expecting judges these days to be like one-time judges. Alright. Althea say, it's so sad to know that our same fellow men here in Jamaica, many see nothing wrong with what's taking place. They might go wait until it reaches for them doorstep. Lincoln Russell say, the labor rights them say 1 p.m. Now this wicked politicians standing up in their necks. Speaking of standing in neck, guess what on there? A few years ago there was something shown. I think it was on the governor. I think where the governor general are wearing. I wonder if him changed that yet. But let me tell you, it's not 1 p.m. It's definitely 1 a.m. It's a dark day. Cannot be 1 p.m. 1 p.m. the sun is high in the sky and the place is very bright. So I am not agreeing with, this thing about 1 p.m. Definitely not. People, please like the live and subscribe to the. Hyacinth Monty said, yes, her grandmother never taken care. No one don't care. Exactly. Because now this has me wondering. So when you have family members in these hospitals and you hear that, they are no longer here. I don't know what that means, because there are some things I'm not going to say on YouTube, but, when you take a person to the hospital and you hear that they are no longer here, this has me wondering, what really caused it to happen? Is it because of negligence? But just ask, because if them act like this, or is it because whatever happened was just natural? Sometimes, me don't know, because some things where you hear happening at the hospital, some is because of lack of equipment, but then on the other hand, it's some because it looked to me like negligence. A matter of fact, there was another video posted recently where there was this young lady who spoke about a situation last year, but this one was last year, but she spoke about it this year, where she spoke about she being out with her husband, and they had to rush him to the hospital. When they took him to the hospital, he seemed to be unconscious, and they were asking for help, and the doctor that was on duty seemed like he didn't really care, and asked her if he and said something about him not being able to do a miracle and them not having any equipment to the thing where them use for shock your chest or something. I don't know what that equipment they name, to be honest. But anyway, them not have none of that, and him can work miracle and all type of thing, and he just seemed to not care. Them put on one thing on the man hand, on him finger, for check your oxygen level, and I think the lady said there was 97% or something like that, which from my recollection of things, that means that the person is still alive and they're getting oxygen, but still there was no effort to resuscitate the person. Them just pronounced the man no longer here, and it just seems like they just like, oh yeah, whatever, who cares? So me I say, why are the doctors acting like that? Were they instructed by the government to act like that? I am just asking. I don't know, because this only leave me to ask these types of questions, because the thing is just looking rather strange. People, please like the live and remember to hit the subscribe button. And for the persons who are just checking in, did you hear what happened today in Cooper's Pen, Trelawny? Can you believe it? Usain Bolt, big up to the legend, Usain Bolt. We know say you're rich and all that, but we know say you goodly have some regular family member too, You don't have no family where this rich down your so. You don't know nobody where this happened to down your so. You don't have a friend or a long last schoolmate or nothing where get caught up in this. You see what go on? Remember, them know say you're a superstar and you have money certain way, so them can't do certain things. But them break down them people house. What you see them do to you? Them thief your money. And you see it? Them thief your money, and you see say, all know it look like say nothing no come out tight. Because all know we don't hear publicly say Bolt get back in money yet. And you know how long this individual on the right of the screen take to make a statement about Bolt and him money. Now to me, that just look strange. Me nah say him have nothing to do with it, but it just looks strange. So Bolt, like how them go do this to your parish, you know, feel like a full-time favor, link up BBC or link up CNN or any one of them and say, yo, interview, we have a talk, Yeah, alright. So I assume say doctors are not getting good pay. Yeah, we agree with that. Because, alright, say, I don't know if I think the day at them time, but then again, I can't ask Gemini, watch. Because, you see, Andrew Holness, him love talk about people that use AI and all type of thing, but him no know say we can use AI for some other things too. Like get some information where him never want people to release. Alright, no, we don't want it on that chat there. Alright, Gemini. Hold on there. People, we're not going to listen when Gemini talk. Because I'm going to ask Gemini this straight right now, Google Gemini, that is. Alright? So, and Gemini is going to give me some information. So, you are going to hear me asking Gemini for this information. And then you're going to hear Gemini's response. Alright. Gemini, please compare the salaries of a doctor, in Jamaica, an entry-level doctor in Jamaica, compare their salary to an entry-level, doctor, just a general practitioner in the United States, specifically in New York. Just two general practitioners working in a public hospital at the entry level, basic entry level in a public hospital. Compare Jamaica, the Jamaican salary to the salary in New York, the United States, and please give the comparison in US dollars. All right, and ready for the answer? Listen good.
An entry-level general practitioner, GP, in a public hospital in New York City earns roughly 4 to 5 times more in base pay than an equivalent entry-level doctor in Jamaica's public health system. 1. Entry-level doctor in Jamaica, public hospital. In Jamaica's public health system, a medical doctor who has completed their residency/internship and steps into an entry-level position, designated as Medical Officer 1, HPCMO1, earns gross base salary J6,799,334 minus J8,082,271 per year. In USD equivalent, approximately $43,800 to $52,000 USD per year, at tilde 155 Jamaican dollars equals 1 United States dollar. Note, while the public sector compensation restructuring improved pay scales across public health in recent years, base starting salaries remain modest relative to North American standards. 2. Entry-level general practitioner in New York, public hospital. In New York City, an entry-level general practitioner or attending physician in general internal medicine/family medicine working at a public hospital network, such as NYC Health Plus Hospitals, earns gross base salary $200,000 to $230,000 USD per year. Hourly/overtime potential can push.
All right. Want to hear that right, sir? So, an entry-level doctor. Hear that, I think the entry-level doctor in Jamaica will make between 43,000 and 52,000 USD, of course, for the year. While entry-level doctor in as I said, we could have used other places, but we're going to use New York, all right? No whole heap of Jamaican there in New York. Big up Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, everywhere around New York. And if you want to go over in New Jersey, big up to Jersey too, Big up to, like we extend it, go over in the next tri-state, next state, we want to consider as the tri-state area, big up to Connecticut too. Anyway, so what's the deal? So a person doctor in New York, same level, I make between 200,000 and 230,000 per year. So why Andrew Holness don't pay the people them while him get so much money for himself? All right. Me love do them calculation, All right, so what's the deal now? Because we do the fast food worker salary, The fast food worker get about 16% of what a fast food worker in Jamaica is making 16% of what a fast food worker in New York would be making. Doing the same job, because fast food is just fast food, all right? But you see with the doctor thing now, a doctor in Jamaica definitely works harder under some very, stressful conditions. Because speaking of stressful conditions, recently I was watching Hot Topic, big up yourself Hot Topic, and I say Hot Topic you talk about, I think Hot Topic, but anyway, we hear said the doctor them at the university hospital after encounter with sewage water in them quarters. Now, if doctors are going to be encountering with sewage water, what kind of thing this? So imagine if you endure all of that while you are making only 45 to 52,000 per year. No, sir. People, that just not sound good. I'm sure there is no doctor in the United States who is encountering those conditions. While this individual right here. Alright, so we're going to do the I never even need to calculate it like that, but we're going to do it. So, Andrew Holness, based on his salary, 184,000 per year, is making 45%, approximately 45% of the President of the United States salary. But a doctor, general practitioner in Jamaica, entry level, is going to be making, we're going to do the calculation, We could have given up, me see, Alright, so we're going to use the lower number. So 43,000 over 200,000. Alright, calculator. Where are you there? Where is my calculator? So 43,000 divided by 200,000. And that is, alright, so 21.5%. So 0.215, and you just multiply that by 100 to get the percentage number. So a doctor in Jamaica, entry level, that is, compared to a doctor in New York, same level, is making, yeah, so the doctor in Jamaica is making only 21.5% of what a doctor in New York would be making. So basically like 4 and a piece times, yeah. You can even say 5 times, yeah. So a doctor in New York will make over 4.5 times what a doctor in Jamaica would have make. No, what I want to know is so the doctor in New York do 4.5 times more work. I doubt it. I doubt it. But yeah, that sewage water thing, that me I tell you that crazy. Me I telling you know, people, if I work there, so me nah gonna work, you know. That me can tell you, you know. I guess you meant maternal block leaking water from the top. Alright, you see it, all of this madness are going in Jamaica, but you still have people getting up and talking about 1 p.m., but you notice the 1 p.m. people, them come earlier, you know, and them talk about things, but them realize that rubbish them attack and we not entertain them. So you see the fact that we're not entertaining them and we quickly run them away, man. We quickly make them know say rubbish them attack. Yeah, man, we know say them probably there, so listen, when name Miguel Montgomery come over here, so ask me about how much Mark Golding get. Like that have nothing to do with me. Me over here, so talk politics. I move off from my live stream, man. I never vote before, you know. But I am just talking about the current situation in Jamaica. I don't care who did what or who did what. Whoever have the job now go and fix the problem. That is what we are talking about. You understand? And stop telling us about who did what. Who cares about who did anything? That has nothing to do with me. Because if you want to talk about that, you should be considerate and don't take so much for your pay. Why are you getting a salary that is comparable to the lead? Well, not even comparable, way more than the leaders of some very rich countries. Why would you be doing something like that and feel like, say, you're doing a good thing? Like I'm telling you, you know, people. Because we have many persons here, you know, watching from overseas, whether they're watching from the US, Canada, UK, or wherever. Different, you know, the US is a big place. Whether they're watching from, you know, the West Coast, California, Nevada, you know, all about. Where else you have Washington State over on the West, not DC, you know, because, you know, some people might mix up DC with Washington State. And by the way, DC is not a state, yeah? But anyway, but that's where the government sits in the US, but it's not a state. You know, wherever you're watching from. So whether you're watching from the Carolinas, or you're watching from down there in Florida, or you're in the hot Arizona, or you're up there in the Northeast, you know, New York, Maine, New Jersey, Connecticut, Maryland, anywhere you're there. Big up on yourself, you know. Yeah, man. I don't know how the thing going, you know. So some people can't come over here so come talk about a foolishness and go and like say them talk to some people we're never gonna away yet. You know what I mean? No man can't come over here so come tell me no kind of foolishness. You see me I say? And I come go and like say them a grant Jamaican people a favour and I talk about them have to increase them pay because them no want corruption and all type of things. So what we want to know is so places like so countries like Spain and Italy and them places. So it's based on that. You know, from reasonable deduction. So what am I trying to say? Is he subliminally telling us that those countries are corrupt? You have any evidence of that? Big up yourself, Mystic Sensation. Welcome to the live stream. We have to big up Mystics. And if we see Mystic Sensation dip on the live stream, you know, this is a moment that I have to pause and salute a real general, because I've been watching this person from a long time, from before I even considered to, look at vlogging. I used to just listen to get information, but now I am inside the space, and Mystic Sensation is one of them people that say, big up yourself, and welcome to the live stream. Definitely appreciate you checking out the channel, and not only that you checked it out, because you could have checked out the channel and did not say anything, but the fact that you left a comment, you don't know. Big up yourself. And by the way, people, Mystic, one of those content creators who speaks the truth, give lots of information, and of those brave content creators, much braver than I am. So you don't know. Big up yourself, Mystic. Yeah, man, that is it, man. That is it, Mystic. Big up yourself. Thank you very much for that, because we're over here putting in the work. Because initially, we see lots of things going on in the country that I am very much not pleased with. But then it has gotten to the point where I have to speak. There is no way that I can allow things like this to happen and not say anything about it. I have to exercise my democratic right to speak about the current situation in Jamaica, and every day it's something else happening, because I am sure that tomorrow something is going to happen. What it is, I don't know, because yesterday I could not imagine that there would have been a situation where babies would have been left homeless, and over 20 hours after this happened, the Prime Minister of the country, the Prime Minister who is the 4th highest paid leader in the entire Americas. And when I say the Americas, like I said earlier, people, it's from Canada in the north to Argentina in the south. And there are many countries, many large countries, very big economies, very prosperous countries. And we're not talking about the prosperity like the individual on the right of the screen is talking about. What we're talking about, really prosperous countries, and they are not getting as much pay as this individual. And this man has not said anything about the situation. We haven't heard anything about an emergency shelter or anything of the sort. While I am not suggesting or saying by any means that he has anything to do with it, because it seems to me like it's a private matter. But then how come there hasn't been anything where the government has come to the rescue of these persons? So is it okay that babies are outside? Of course, the government, they are always monitoring social media and all that, but didn't they monitor social media to see that babies were left outside? Just the optics of that image should be disturbing enough for them to drop everything that they are doing and go and rescue not only the families, but also rescue the image of the country. Because imagine BBC, CNN, and all these other major news entities across the world, Al Jazeera, and whichever other news entity, or even vloggers see this and decide that they are going to run a story on this. What is it going to, how is that going to affect the image of the country? Well, then again, maybe they don't care. Who knows? Anyway, people, like the live, and also remember to subscribe to the channel. Like I said, people, this individual is the 4th highest paid leader in the Americas, behind the President of the United States, who is making $400,000 per year. Then the Prime Minister of Canada, who is making $200,000 plus. I think it's 270 something or 280 something thousand per year. All right. And then you have the President of Chile, who is making $195,000 per year. And then you have Andrew Holness, who is making $184,000 United States dollars per year. 4th highest paid leader in the entire Americas. Even getting more paid than the President of Brazil. People, there are so many products manufactured in Brazil. Brazil has such a large economy. And there are so many other countries in the Americas, even Mexico. Mexico is not just, what we see on the media. Lots of manufacturing and lots of nice things are happening in Mexico. But Andrew Holness, who is presiding over what I will say, because for the most part, well, not always, but generally I'm here on the live stream. I am speaking English, but for this, I am going to say Andrew Holness, who is presiding over a big, dirty, thinking country. And you notice there was no S on that thinking, but, you know, yeah, a big, dirty, thinking country. Full of pothole. Hospital with no beds. Hospital that have people sitting in wheelchairs for 2 weeks. Hospital with no aspirin. Hospital where nurses have to be treating patients on floors. Hospital where patients have to bring their own materials for surgeries, whether it's gauze and anything else. And you're telling me that Andrew Holness is okay with this while he's getting so much pay? Really? The Prime Minister of Barbados is not making so much money, and I've never heard of a situation like this in Barbados. Never, ever, ever. I've never heard of this in Trinidad. Never. I'm personally know people at them place there. Alright? I've never, and by the way, I don't know how long ago you guys arrived. I mean, some persons have been here from much earlier, but I'm going to remind you of this. Andrew Holness is getting more pay than half of the leaders across Europe. Imagine that. He's getting more pay than the president of France. No, how you explain that? France, that has so many colonies across the world, so many countries speak French, France being a very rich country, but Andrew Holness is getting more pay than the president of France. Andrew Holness is getting more pay than the prime minister of Spain. Andrew Holness is getting more pay than the prime minister of Italy and many other countries across Europe, and I don't hear anyone in those countries complaining that they go to the hospital and there are no beds or there is no medication. But then in Jamaica, this is what it is. I don't hear persons' houses being demolished in those places, but it's happening in Jamaica, and 20 hours later, no statement from the Prime Minister. Alright, so mystics are so true. Dan, big up yourself. Welcome, Dan. Ryan Boss says, some to start lighting this place. I sent a message to the dirty junker. Alright. By the way, just making it clear that the views expressed in the comment section here on Tropical Nomad TV is not necessarily those of Tropical Nomad TV. I am just, the commentator and the moderator who, speaks and allow persons to make their comments. But you don't know, big up yourself, Ryan. Yeah, man. We just say that because we know what them are going to say, but we're not going to allow them to say that. You understand? We just make it clear, man. Big up yourself, man. Talk up the things there, my brother. Highest speed in the Caribbean, selfish drunk crowd. Well, if it's the fourth highest speed, no, we didn't realize what's going on. Just pull up a map of the Americas. I wonder if we can find one to pull up here. So probably that pull up, we can get a map of the Americas and show it up right there. So. Alright. Map of the Americas. Map of the Americas. So I pull up a map of the Americas right now. See if I can get it get it right this up on the chat. Alright. Wonder if I can put up this. If I can get one of the image them, put it up for now and see what go on. We're just going to try to get one of those images. Alright, visit that. Can I get one of these images? One of them are in a decent enough color that will be properly visible. Alright, only download. Alright, let me see what go on. So, getting a map of the Americas that I'm gonna show to you right now, right here. Alright, so I'm going to pull up this interface, and I'm gonna show you the map of the alright, so that's a tree. Alright, map of the Americas. Map of the Americas. We just want to make sure so the map visible so you can see it properly, alright. Map of the Americas. Can I this kind of alright. Yeah, man, we are trying to get it in a way where you can see it properly. Because this individual feel like him slicking up, but he's not gonna get away with this. Alright, it's still not show the whole thing because we want to show the entire. See, you see the amount of country in the Americas that in a way we can't even see this thing properly. Alright, I don't know how much you can see on this. I don't know how much of this you can see. Alright, so people, let's see what go on. You see, you have all these countries, and this, you see how much country there right there, so some of them you can't even see. And you see how small Jamaica be? You can identify Jamaica right there, so? People, did you know that Andrew Holness is getting the 4th highest pay? Yeah, people, Andrew Holness I get the 4th highest pay. By the way, this is where I got the map. Hold on, the people. Hold on. Yeah, that's the source of the map. So if you want to look on it from your side, but then again it might, yeah. So alright, that's where I get the map from. So look at all these countries right here. You see it, you have Canada at the top right here. You know, over on the left in this peach color, that's Alaska. So that's a part of the US. Then you have the United States right here. You have Mexico, and you know, you have all these countries in Central America. And then going down to South America, you have all these countries. Then you have the chain of islands in the Caribbean right here. Some not even visible because some of them are so small. But all these countries, Andrew Holness is getting the 4th highest pay. People, you can believe that? No, if that is not unbelievable, I don't know what is. I don't know what is in a people, because this is just so strange. Altia said, next election 4th term loaded, mighty line of Danny. Well, we don't know enough. We don't know who I go vote for him. Why? I not even know people. Anyway, that doesn't say I was just showing you the map of the Americas to show you the type of thing that is happening right here in Jamaica. Yeah, man, the map of the Americas. So don't think of a whole heap of country. This is basically the entire New World, or what Christopher Columbus called the New World. So out of the entire New World, we don't even have to just say. We don't even have to say. Yeah, sorry about that, people. We don't have to just say the Americas. We can say the entire New World. Out of the entirety of the New World, Andrew Holness is getting the 4th highest pay. So if you hold on this piece, so you he has to go. The man is a dictatorship leader. Want to come take with little country. You step back. A time to go. Yeah, man. See, the people are indeed speaking. The people are expressing their opinion about what is going on. And like I say, it has been over 20 hours and there has been no statement yet. He not said nothing yet. So what about the emergency shelter? So what's supposed to happen to this baby that was seen at the bus stop after the home of its parents were demolished in this latest episode of properties across the country being demolished? It started in Clifton, Bernard Lodge. Then it went over to Well, maybe some in between, but from what I can recall, the next ones were in St. Thomas. Recent times. This one is very recent. A few in St. Thomas actually. And the next place it happened, it's in Trelawny. And then, there's the current situation in St. Elizabeth with the hurricane. But of course, that one is a bit different. But the next situation is in St. Elizabeth, where it is being suggested that persons may be relocated, or I shouldn't even say may, it is being suggested that persons will be relocated. No, what you call something like that? No, people, this is just so strange. And people, we have been here for a while. It's getting to that time. We're not going to overdo it. Thank you to everyone who came out to the live stream and checked out Tropical Nomad TV. We definitely do appreciate it. So we have some quick call out all the names, alright? From start. Hopefully we don't miss anyone. So we have Althea Taylor, the first one to come in and drop a whole heap of message, whole heap of big up to Althea Taylor, fellow vlogger, fellow content creator. We have Miguel Montgomery, who wasn't necessarily in agreement with what I was saying, but I appreciate the comments from him. Also, we have Dangrian, big up yourself, to thank you very much for coming, thank you very much for dropping comments. And we have Miguel again, some comments there earlier, but Miguel, quickly, although Miguel actually called me an idiot because I clearly showed that the Prime Minister of Jamaica's salary is 45% of the President of the United States, and also made it clear to him that the Prime Minister of Jamaica is getting more pay than half of the leaders in Europe, and also showed him that the increase in salary is not equitable based on the pay that other persons in the society are getting, because if he's getting 45% of the President of the United States salary, why isn't other persons who are working in Jamaica, who are doing a similar job to persons in the US, why a fast food worker in Jamaica is not getting 45% of what a fast food worker in New York is getting? I am just saying, I am not saying this would make economic sense, but then again, is the 184,000 the Prime Minister is getting for his pay, does that make economic sense? I guess not. But, like I said, I'm just making a suggestion. And I even did the calculation for the doctor, the entry-level general practitioner in a public hospital. I did that calculation, and the person in the doctor in Jamaica is getting 21.5% of what a doctor in the United States, similar position, would be getting. And I specifically mentioned New York, because of course every state has a different rate of pay. So I just chose to use New York because that's where many Jamaicans are. But Miguel seemed to run away when I started to, give him that information. I guess he was not able to respond appropriately. So anyway, so we have Althea again. Althea drop a bag of message. And we have Hyacinth Mantis, big up yourself, Welcome again, and people, I hope you have subscribed to the channel. And we also have, let me see, we have Charmaine Flowers up there in Canada, so big up yourself, Charmaine, and welcome to the channel. And we have Lincoln Francis, big up yourself too, welcome. Alright, so we have, who else? Well, Hot Topic, Hot Topic, big up yourself too, man, you don't know, Yes, Hot Topic, I'm a tough fuck, I wonder if Hot Topic still there, but when I know still, but you don't know. Hot Topic, if you're there, about, just drop a, hold on, they don't do it yet. Hot Topic, if you're there, about, just drop a comment, You see me? Alright, let's see who else again. We have Grace McNeil. Big up yourself to, Grace. Definitely always welcome. We have EJ Watson. Big up yourself too. Welcome, 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 welcome. First time I'm seeing you here. Not sure if you were previously here and I don't remember, but you don't know. We appreciate you checking out the channel and dropping a comment in the live stream. Who else again? And we have Elvat Club. Big up yourself too. You don't know. Think I've seen you already. Not sure, but yeah, man. And we have Lincoln Russell. Big up yourself too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for dropping a comment. And we have Mystic Sensation, big up yourself, Mystic. Much appreciate you coming and dropping a comment over here. Alright. Mystic, somebody who may have listened from a long time, so it's definitely an honor to have Mystic here, not only just listening, but actually dropping a comment and, congratulating me on and the work I am doing over here. So you don't know, we appreciate that. And we have Dan, big up yourself, welcome. And we have Ryan Boss, big up yourself to welcome. Thanks for dropping a comment. And we have Dan again, and we have O'Neill Johnson. We have O'Neill Johnson. Yeah, O'Neill Johnson, big up yourself to O'Neill Johnson. Drop a last comment. I think so, Say, man, we have so many. And I can read this. Alright, Andrew Holness, you believe you're the Fresh Prince of Jamaica. Move your clock. Boxer. Jamaica can't take none of you. No more of you. Dad, we see where you say big up yourself with a dad. Because, alright, speaking of that, speaking of Fresh Prince, because I remember as a child growing up, there was this Fresh Prince thing with PJ. I don't even remember what it was, but some Fresh Prince thing. And the way all the people them deal with PJ. Is there I say, although the people them they love PJ, to be honest, the people them they love PJ, but it's like the people them deal with PJ away. And at no point in time, I never hear PJ trying to muzzle the media or try to, stop people from expressing their views and anything like that. People were freely allowed to express their political views or general thoughts about how the country was being governed. But right now, it's like we're not allowed to say anything. And this individual on the right of the screen keeps, saying things about people on social media are saying this and saying that. But the time that he has to be talking about what's happening on social media, shouldn't he be more concerned about shouldn't he really be more concerned about being in charge of the country, the country's resources, and ensure that the nation is protected, both everyone of course, but especially the children. And after seeing this very distasteful video today, and there has not been a statement, well, not before my live stream started. I'm sure maybe there has been a statement after my stream started, but definitely definitely not. So I don't know what is going on. So maybe he has made a statement after I started my stream, which of course I would not be able to listen to that because I'm on my live stream doing a broadcast, so I would not be able to, But I'm gonna check. But 20 hours and there has been nothing, because I'm here scrolling through my home page and there is no information. Look, big up yourself, big up yourself, look, say you're forward when the thing a boil down though, because so we about to go jump off and go see what going on over Young T, because we know say Young T are going to come blaze a fire in the night here, We definitely know say Young T are going to blaze a fire. So I am just, boiling down things, bigging up everybody who forward, because that's one of the things what I always try to do, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do that going forward from now when the platform gets much bigger, because at that point, it's going to be difficult for me to call all names, but I will still try my best to do so, because, we definitely have to appreciate all the viewers and subscribers who comes over here and checks out Tropical Nomad TV. And if anyone wants to send me an email, of course, yeah, look, we saw ya, so we saw ya, I saw the work go, man. Yeah, man, I saw the work go. I feel always put in the work, so just like you go to work and put in the work, we're over here on YouTube putting in the work. You understand? Because we don't just come over here on social media and just talk like this. You understand? We have to make sure that we have accurate information, factual information, and also even to do the technical setup in order to execute a live stream. It's not as easy as one would think, like, oh, you just go on a live stream, and it's way more technical than that. And like I said, people, if you want to send me an email, yeah, man, we saw, you don't know, we saw jump off, man. You understand? So by the way, so people, if you want to send me an email, if you want to send me an email, and yeah, matter of fact, I mentioned that to Charmaine earlier, because you have the pin comment. So if anyone has a contact for the lady who was seen under the bus stop, you can drop me an email, and I will try to relay that information to Charmaine Flowers. Because Charmaine wants her number, but I have no contact for her at this point. But I will try tomorrow and see if I can get it. So Charmaine, remember to, and anyone else who want to send me an email, my email address is DeLaMint, which is my character name here on the channel. I don't mention it much here because, of course, it's I'm in a different capacity right now, speaking about these types of issues. But my character name on the channel is DeLaMint. So it's Delta Echo Lima Alpha Mike India November Tango at tropicalnomadtv.com. So it's not Gmail, it's the name of the channel. So my domain, it's the name of my channel. So it's DeLaMint at tropicalnomadtv.com. So I'm gonna repeat it. It's Delta Echo Lima Alpha Mike India November Tango at tropicalnomadtv.com. So drop me an email. You see me? I say, yeah man, not one of them generic emails. So you see it over here, so we do it different, So I say, we do it official, yeah man, our own domain name. And maybe you might see Tropical Nomad TV, you might have an app soon, but if you know, it's just the email. You might see a website soon too. But for now, you just send me an email. No Gmail over here, you know what I mean? We won't tell you where this email is hosted though, because there are so many hosting platforms across the world. I won't tell you which one, for security reasons, of course. But yeah, man. But yeah, people, so just, if you want, you can just send me an email, and that is especially for Charmaine. But anyone else want to drop me an email, so just send me an email. And we're going to get some more information about this story. Definitely gonna grab some further information about the story. Hold on, the people, because I'm gonna check out something right now, right here, before I go. Alright, before I go. So, by the way, so people, you know what I find strange about this thing? Why so much police did there at that place? Like I said before I'm going about, I don't know why so much police was at this place to execute this demolition. You understand? How come the police get so much into this when apparently it was a private matter? I don't understand this. This looks strange. I even hear that the men were taken away before the demolition took place. What's the reason for that? I mean, this is all alleged, of course. Alright, so the political opposition figures such as the PNP caretaker Dennis Meadows have called on the Ministry of Housing and central government to step in, help resolve long-standing land tenure issues and provide alternative shelter. Exactly. You understand? Them need to do that. Cooper Spence sits on prime real estate along the northern coastal highway near major international resorts. We're not going to call the name of the resorts them, alright? This puts the situation at the intersection of the government, back tourism growth, commercial development and local housing needs, alright? Prime Minister Andrew Holness and his administration have consistently maintained a strong policy against illegal land capturing, illegal land capturing, while promoting formal land titling and housing regularization. Because the administration oversees state housing policy, public scrutiny automatically shifts to leadership when okay, alright. So anyway, so like me say, we don't know what going on with this, you know. So anyway, so people, we're gonna get some more information. Right now, we're gonna check out and go see what going on over on Young T. We don't know if him start yet, but we're gonna see what going on over Young T. So big up yourself, Luke, and big up to everyone else who checked in. We call the name them already. Alright? So when you don't know where go. So we are about to jump off this live stream right now. Alright? So you don't know. Big up on yourself. And as I say, it's Tropical Nomad TV. And I am out. So we're about to end the live stream right now. So people, I'm gonna check out now. So good night. And people, as you exit the live stream, please like, alright? Please just hit the like button as you step out, and if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And this time, I'm out.